I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Trubisky on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready, flag, Max 50, Max 50. Win championships, baby.
Following the interception, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Check. Football's the mic. Flip. Oh, let's go.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good work, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? Lock in.
Fournette on the counter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Jacksonville.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mike. 180. Mike. Go, go, go.
Here's Perkins on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
53's the money. 53, check 53. 18. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Let's go. Here we got Mike.
From the 36, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down and 8 yards to
go. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53 is mine. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
On third down, Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come out here in the eye.
45. I hope you got your rest because I'm about to take you through.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Right here. Hey, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Well, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the red zone now, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Grant. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can...
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fournette, a first down carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays, not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Fournette running out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go! Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. The point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Jameis now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action now, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? This is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
He got 29 yards that time. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Winston now. That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Winston. He's going to fire one deep open. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready, move ready. 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Joker. Let's go. Right.
They'll give it to Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky gets it to Meredith complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Throwing here, Trubisky. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he cuts it right into space. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Completes this one to Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let him know.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throw complete to Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Trubisky to throw. Defensively here, you've got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, and he's going to go down again. Samson Abuka able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a